Hello everyone and welcome back to Propway. As we all know, there's a big movie coming out in the next couple of days, and that movie is The Matrix Resurrections. Just kidding, the movie we are all waiting for is Spider-Man No Way Home, and I thought it'd be a perfect time to build a prop from the movie, which is the new Webshooter, or I don't even know if it's a Webshooter or just a magical gauntlet that Spider-Man wears with his new black suit. And this does appear in the trailers, but I think more famously it appeared in the new toy for the black suited Spider-Man. And I haven't even seen the movie yet, but from the looks of it, it looks like something that Doctor Strange gave to him, and it was super simple to make. All I used was some EVA foam and some paint, and honestly, a little bit of Velcro. So I guess we'll all find out what this thing does in the movie, whether it's an actual web shooter or a gauntlet that's magical and shoots out some Doctor Strange powers. Who knows? It looks cool. So now, let's get on with the build. So here I'm using a 5mm thick foam, and now I just kind of sketch out the main shape of the gauntlet. And here I just do a quick test fit on my arm just to make sure it fits okay. I actually do end up making it a little bigger, but the process is the same. And now I just sketch out some more of it. I'm going to end up cutting this piece out of that center. And here I am sketching out another piece that's going to get glued to the top. And you'll see how I glue that together in just a second. So after I cut that out, you should have a piece that looks like this. And now using contact cement, I just glue that top edge, and then I glue the ends of that piece I just cut out, and then we're gonna stick it together. And as you can see, I don't glue them perfectly flush with each other. There's a little bit of an offset, and that is gonna be helpful later. It'll help you kind of get a better texture to your gauntlet. And now I just cut out kind of this circular piece. And I'm going to add some contact cement to the bottom of that large centerpiece, and we're going to glue this piece to it. So at this point, you should have something that looks like this, and basically this is that top half that's going to sit on the arm like this. And now, to get the actual curvature to it, I'm going to now do the straps that kind of connect. I'm going to do the straps that hold the back in place and then the front. So now here I'm just gluing a strap that I cut out. It's really just a rectangular piece. And that's going to get glued to the bottom like this. And then I have this extra piece, which is the bottom strap. And I glue on one side. And the plan is to have it wrap around and it'll get secured with Velcro, just like this. And before I put in the Velcro, I'm just going to add in this kind of wrist cover piece, which gets glued on to the very front like this. And if you try it on, you'll see that there's a little bit of an opening here, which I'm going to cover up with a triangular piece that I cut out. And that looks just like this. So now when you fit the two pieces together, it should come together like this. And here I'm adding a strip of foam on the back side, and this is what I will be gluing the Velcro to. So I just have this Velcro piece that I add on with some contact cement. So I just glue that on, and I put the other Velcro piece on so that it lines up perfectly, and then I glue the back side to the strap. And you trim off any excess, and you should have something that looks like this. And now I'll be adding the strips in the middle of this gap. So here I just cut out some rectangular pieces, and I kind of just tape it in place. And now I'm just using a pen to kind of mark where I need to cut them. And when you have that lined up, you can just cut out those pieces, and I use super glue to glue those in place. And after sketching on some details with a pen, it should look like this. And now I take an X-Acto knife and I score the foam. You want to make sure you don't cut all the way through. You just want to make, you know, a millimeter deep cut. And you want to do that to all of the detail lines on the gauntlet. And here I cut out a little hole in the middle of that circle. And once you score all those lines, you can use a heat gun and just put some heat onto the whole gauntlet. And what this will do, it'll help seal the foam, and it'll also open up those cuts and give you a nice texture and details. And when you put it on, it should fit nicely just like this. And now to add another layer of seal, I'm just going to use some of this clear Mod Podge and just brush it onto the entire piece. And to get the gold color, I mixed this metallic bronze and a tan colored paint. And obviously you can just use a normal gold paint, or you can spray it or make your own color. So here, after mixing it together, I just brush it on. And you just want to brush that onto the entire piece. I believe I did about 3 layers of this paint, and that should give you a nice solid color without seeing any of the pen marks beneath it. And now the last step is going to be weathering this piece. So I take a small little cup of water with some black acrylic paint, and I'm just going to mix this together. So all you want to do is just really thin out that black acrylic paint. You don't want to do it too much. And then here I just brush it on. As you can see, it's really thin and can be wiped off easily. So I just take this paper towel and I brush it off. And what this does is kind of keeps the black paint inside of all of the scored lines, which makes the detail pop a little more. And it also adds, you know, a dirtier look to the piece and makes it look a little more aged and weathered. So I just do that to the entire piece. And the final product should look like this. So thank you guys for watching that tutorial. I hope after watching that you realize how easy it really is to build this thing. And I'm really happy with how this came out. I think the details came out nicely. It fits nicely, and I think it looks pretty close to what the movie piece actually looks like. And now you are the new black suit Spider-Man. So again, thank you guys for watching up to this point. Feel free to like, feel free to comment, you know, any future props you want to see me make, and also subscribe. I have so much more content coming for you guys, and I'm super excited. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.